Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. Excited for today's video. You know, on Sundays, I like to just have a quick conversation. And today we're talking about the 4 lies, or the 4 myths, or the 4 beliefs that we hold so close. We take them as true. This is what we're told since we've been growing up, that keep us broke. And I would know, because I used to take these 4 things as fact, and I was broke. My life sucked. I was miserable. I was depressed and contemplated suicide more often than I care to admit. I did not want to live anymore. Then I started questioning these things, and I dropped one of them, and all of a sudden I got a little richer, wealthier, and my definition of wealth may be different than yours. I dropped another one, and all of a sudden I was a little freer, a little wealthier, a little happier, a little more fulfilled. Now I don't buy into any 4 of these, and I'm wealthier than I've ever been. And my definition of wealth is simply I wake up with excitement. I feel younger every single year. I'm full of life, full of energy, clear targets, clear goals, a purpose, doing something I love, and I don't have to think or worry about money. I don't know the last time I checked my personal bank account. Now, I can't buy private jets. I'm not at that level. I can't buy yachts. But if I want to buy a $110,000, $120,000, $130,000 car, this was $130K Canadian, I can just go and buy it tomorrow. So, you know, there's levels to the game. But all I'm saying is when it comes to food, shelter, roof, I don't know, travel, doing whatever I want, I wouldn't have to check my bank account until maybe something's like $100,000 to $200,000 purchase. I'd have to really think about it. Beyond that, it's the cash flow I care about. Can I have more money coming in every month than money coming out? Can I have more money coming in than money coming out? That to me is, wealth. And so take that as you want. You're gonna have to make your own definition on it. But these 4 things hold us from it. Number 1, what if I made this deal for you? You give me 5 of your days, and I'm gonna give you 2 back for the next 40 years until you retire. Most of us wouldn't make that deal, yet most people are. Now, I'm not saying a job or working is bad. I work for the business, I'm employed, I work 7 days a week. I'm always working, but I have no separation between life and work because to me, it's one and the same. When you are in alignment, in purpose, and you love what you do, there's no separation between it. Most successful people share that trait. Work isn't something that they have to, that drains them. It actually fills me up. It's Sunday morning, and I'll feel more full after filming this video than I did before it. Or when we're working with clients or members or building something, I feel better after than I did before. It fills my cup, it doesn't deplete it. And most people are having a really bad trait. They hate what they do, they cannot wait to retire, they can't wait to quit, yet they have golden handcuffs because of belief number 2, which we'll share in a second. And I'm like, so you're gonna do that for the rest of your life? I remember making the decision. I would rather be broke and live in a cardboard box than do something I hate that's out of alignment. Full stop. I don't need any of this crap. Any of it. It's just a bonus. But to me, success and fulfillment is like literally waking up with enthusiasm and passion and excitement. Even with the team we build, I'm constantly checking in. Like, how are you feeling? Does this stuff excite you? And if not, I know someone's ready for some growth. Okay, let's look for some new challenges. I want people to be engaged with life. I don't care who that is, whether it's a client or a member we work with, whether it's someone on the team, whether it's a friend, whether it's someone I meet. I'm like, are you engaged with life? If not, you're trading 5 for 2. You're working 5 days to hopefully enjoy a weekend, and that is a miserable existence to me, and a lot of people bought that lie. And they're stuck in it for lie number 2. If you buy this, it will make you happy. I think we have all experienced that is untrue. First of all, happiness, fulfillment, success is an inside-out job. I've had things when I started seeing success in my late 20s, I did start buying things to validate me externally, and all it did was create a deeper hole in my heart and more misery. I learned that lesson. And to amplify it, buy these things, and if you can't afford them, we'll just give you credit. Handcuffs for the rest of your life. Look up where the word mortgage comes from. The root word in Latin, I believe, means death, like literally death, mortir, death. And till death, debt till death. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a mortgage. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your dream car. I literally bought this because I wanted it for the longest time. V10, full carbon edition, the rarest one you can buy, 15, the last year of these, the exact car I wanted with the exact trim, exact specs. It's literally a collector. But what people miss is like, oh, Lucas, you must just be dropping money. I'm like, I bought it $15,000 under value because just of the condition of the sale. If I got rid of it tomorrow, I'd probably make some money and I'd drive it for free. So most people are buying a brand new, Corolla, and it costs them more to drive, all things considered, than, $130,000 car. So I'm not an idiot with it. And I literally haven't drove it forever, and now it's holding my workout equipment on the mirror, like a band. Like, come on, it doesn't make you happy. I think we've all experienced that. Now, I love cars it's such a part of my identity. I've done so much identity work on me that I'm like, yeah, I just drive cool stuff. That's just my daily driver. It doesn't excite me as much as I think people think. I just drive it because that's part of my identity. Now, that said, a lot of people buy stuff they can't afford and they take on debt. And I used to do that in my 20s. I want that, but I want it now, so I'll get it on debt. And now I can't sleep at night because I got this big bill to pay off and I can't even enjoy the damn thing. Madness to me. And that gets them stuck in, I'll trade 5 days for 2. To me, that's insane. 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 Number 3, I'll make you another deal. You give me all your money. I'll keep it safe for you. I'll give you 0.1 interest on it. I'll take it, I'll make a ton of money off it. And I'm gonna charge you a monthly fee for it, probably $19. I think the average American spends around $320 on bank fees. So you're gonna have to pay me to take your money for free, to use it. You take all the risk, and I'm going to make a ton of money off it. You would not take that deal. You would demand a return on it. I think a bank account should be at least 8%. The bank makes way more money than that, but 8, 10%, like it used to be. Interest at a bank used to be up to 20%. They used to give you like toasters, and sometimes they give you $500 for starting a bank account. They actually gave you money because that's literally fair. Yeah, most people are taught save, put your money in the bank, and then the bank makes a ton of money off it. And you pay them to do it through bank fees. Again, the average American spends 300 something on bank fees. You go to an ATM, you're probably gonna get charged for it, especially if it's not your bank's ATM. You want money. Okay, we can give you $3,000 today, but if you want more, we can't give it to you. You gotta order it. And if you take more than 10, I despise banks for that, because I've asked for like $50,000, $60,000 and they're like, red alert, 1,001 questions. I gotta wait a couple days for it. And they're just like, I'm like, it's my money, just give it to me. Which is why I moved a lot of my wealth onto the blockchain. I try not to deal with banks. Minimal involvement with banks. Final thing, number 4, we kind of talked about the mortgage, but I just want to talk about that idea of success. The definition of success, which I started this video with, here's my definition of wealth or success. Waking up feeling engaged with life, inspired by a vision, being around and working with people that inspire me, all in a common goal to do something, to build something. To me, that's success. This is secondary. External stuff is secondary. It's a feeling. And a lot of people aren't clear on what success is. It's go to school, get a job, get married, have kids, buy a car, buy a second car, upgrade your house the second you can when you get a raise, and retire when you're 70, 80, whatever. And we never question it. I mean, there's more and more people questioning it, but they're still following it. They know something is off with it. I'm like, what is your definition of success? I met some people I want to make $3,000 passively because I'm moving to Bali and I'm going to start a spiritual retreat center. I'm moving down to Mexico and I'm going to surf and I'm going to start a surf shop. If that's what you truly want, that is success. Some people are like, I'd like a $10 million net worth. Here's why, and here's what I'd like to do for the community, and here's why I'd like to do it. And I'd like to build this company. Awesome, do it. Some people, I want to own a card collection. I want to have this and that, and here's why. And it's this childhood dream, and it excites me, and it gets awesome. Some people, hey, I want to be a mom. I want to be the best mom, or I want to be a dad. I want to be the best dad, and I want to have a family. And, I just want a small place, 2 acres of land, and a stream, and a farm. That's what you truly want. That is success. That is worth pursuing. Do not ignore it. I talk about this a lot. I'll get out of here because I might go off topic, but The universe, God, spirit, your soul doesn't speak in words. I talk about goosebumps a lot. That feeling, it's a feeling. It's like, oh my God, that lights me up. Follow that. So many people don't allow themselves to. And I'm like, that's literally the universe. That's God. That's your soul. That's your little spirit, your heart saying, yes, that's what I want. Yet we don't follow that. So we need all these anti-stress yogas, meditations, rituals, biohacking, supplements to literally combat something where we're just literally not naturally following our bliss. I promise you, when you do, you have higher levels of energy, your body goes into homeostasis, you'll reverse aging. It's literally proven. And you'll feel lit up. And again, brings me back to my definition of success. The soul doesn't speak in words. A lot of people say stuff, yet they're doing something opposite. So I'm like, oh, be happy, be grateful. Well, the words aren't what's important. It's the feeling. It's vibrations. It's frequencies. And my biggest goal every single day, it's like if you ask Lucas, what is your biggest goal in life? I think a lot of people are surprised when it's not this many millions or this big of a company. I'm like, those are all goals, sure. It's to be at such a high frequency state from the morning, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, 7 days a week. Excited, engaged, full of life, no matter the external circumstance. That is my goal. And the more I step into that and achieve that goal, it's really funny because my external world seems to transform quicker with less effort. I'm not perfect. I'm not some spiritual guru. I freak out. I have my moments. I go through my lulls. I'm a manifestor generator, so my energy levels can sometimes for a couple days be like down here and I'm seeking clarity. I'm human just like the rest of us. But if you ask me my goal, that's my goal. And the more I achieve that and get closer to it, the better my life is for it. I hope the Sunday sermon, chat, stream helped. I am polishing the V10 today because as you can see, you probably can't see it. She's a little dirty. I love cars. I love working with my hands. I've got a really cool 1946 Jeep Willys flat fender. If you know what these are, let me know in the comments. Coming in on Thursday, and it's going to be a bit of a off-road or 4x4 for the summer, and then in winter it's going to be going through a restoration. So that's kind of my next project. Lights me up. I love creating and building things. It's not necessarily about the car or the project, or that's a 1952 BMW you can't really see. It's the creation of it. Your soul doesn't speak in words. The universe doesn't speak in words. It speaks in frequency. What is a hell yes to you? Pursue that. And who cares what anyone else may say or think about it? Pursue it. Get curious in it. Follow it. Follow that bliss. Follow your heart. These sayings aren't there for just sounding cool. Every spiritual and sage and person who came before us with wisdom, they all said the same thing, just different ways, depending what part of the world they came from. Whatever religion you're a part of, as long as it's aligned for the greater good of humanity, typically teaches almost the same thing, just with different language. So when humans are trying to explain something that words can't explain, we use a lot of images and a lot of stories and tales, and we got to be aware of that. It's very hard with language to explain something that can't be explained with language. And so humans do the best they can to explain it with words, but at the end of the day, it's a feeling. You know when it's truth. You know when someone is speaking the truth. And you know when they're bullshitting. You know that if you are clear. You know it. If you take away your personal biases and your personal beliefs and you just tune in, you know when someone is speaking the truth and when they're effing around. That's that. And I am only speaking my truth to the best way that I know how, and it resonates with some and it doesn't resonate with others. They need someone else with different language and different words and different energy to get through to them. And that's all I intend to do. I know we do it through crypto, DeFi, financial freedom a lot, but behind it, I keep trying to share a message of that's a result of who you are. That is an outcome of who you are. It is a be, do, have. You are a human being, not a human doing. Become it, and your external results, I think you'll notice really, really quick, manifest, and I'm sure you've experienced that at some capacity before. That's that. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you for listening, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Like this video, and I'll pop up some videos up here for your viewing pleasures. Have an awesome Sunday. Have an awesome weekend. Have an awesome week if you're watching this a little late. And with that said, I'll see you soon. Peace.